Welcome back to Hustle Cat. We're gonna hustle. I'm not even gonna make that joke again. It's not worth it. It's not. Now that we finished Finley's route, my friend told me to do Reese's route, so we're gonna go for Reese's Pieces. New game. We are a he, him. Ooh, do we want to pick a new one, or do we want to stick with the... Let's stick with the one we had last time. This is me! I cut that loading screen time, but half of the loading screen I was yawning, so that sound was me yawning, just so you know. I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Yeah, we're starting total all over. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right into my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn my eyes out. What is it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. The couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from my bread dough cushion trap. I'm gonna have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. I'll probably have to apologize for a couple of things, actually. Okay. I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that Clitter's naturally drawn to my gravitational pull. Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm a couch surfing at my aunt's. Or like I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful. Aunt Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk to Mom and Dad and letting me come here all the way out to the city, too. Because that turns out great. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump as I realize what it is. Hey, Mochi, knock it off. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried up cheese off the bottom again. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell where he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi! Mow, human mow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. Got to sneeze so badly. Alright, watermelons. Watermelons are nice. Watermelons are big. Woo, watermelons. I guess since I'm up too, I might as well get to, whatever I'm gonna do today. I shove to the curtains and throw them open. Ah, the sunlight. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh, yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was gonna do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there are so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open on? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one. Nah, it's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Donut, the cat who bounces donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. It's magic. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only. Intern, comments section, proofreader, internet, jeez. Fundraiser, street team, intern, unpaid. Yep, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up and watching cat videos? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but try telling that to Mom and Dad or my savings. Any of those could send me back home at any time, and I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist a roadway. I'm gonna go for a walk. In your underwear? Avery, get dressed. Is my dog whining? Hey, dog! This is a game about cats. You have no input in this. What are you doing in my bed? Where's the other one? Oh, whatever. When I get here, I expected to be buried in noise from the city traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on one side and on a side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like a buzz of an old tube TV or a fan. I'd have to walk like 20 minutes to get the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still living in a small town life in the city? I guess. Whatever, I get plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction and find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? Adventure! I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the side of this road. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting the dead end, but the road suddenly curves to the right. It looks too narrow for cars, but a faded white line marking the middle street to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decide to follow the sharp bend in the road after I pass a tall partition. I don't know. Partition. I'm surprised by what I see. Vocabulary very small. Edda. I squat 3-story. I squat. Wow. A squat 3-story building painted in ostentatiously bright. It'd be impossible to miss. It's in front of me. A cat's paw, where it all begins. Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get some dumb toy from Dumb Mochi. As I walk closer to the front door of the building, I don't see the aisles of pet food I expected from board store windows. Instead, I'm getting distracted by so many things. Instead, it looks like there are 3 couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my interest deflate and sink into my stomach. I need a drink real quick. Oh yeah, that's good. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in the window that declares, "Now hiring, inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to my right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange-white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. It doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in the restaurant, but whatever. I like cats. The bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door creaks open. Add up! This place is so classy, it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Huh. This is nice. There's still a cat in the balcony. It's really freaking me out. Isn't that... What? Isn't that what the palace was like in Wonderland? Wow. Like with cards and stuff? Is a purple cat gonna start talking to me? God, you hope not. Though none of them are purple. Boy, there are a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all over the place, roaming around the floor, sleeping on some built-in structures in the wall. I barely had time taking it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome! Please say wherever you like. My voice is too broken to try or attempt any different voices right now. So Landry's is just gonna be, I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voice came from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep it strictly business. Actually, I stare at the source of the voice looms into view. He appears suddenly from the 2nd story landing and covers the length floor with a long few strides. You look confused. Is your first time here? Would you like me to explain a bit how the cafe works? Just don't let the cats drink any coffee. It gets wild in here when they do. I'll be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of those people who smiles with his entire body. It's positively infectious. Click. I'm here about the job. Actually, I'm here about the job. Oh! Friggin' sheep. His pause is brief, but it worries me a little. Is it really that surprising that someone would come in and ask him about a job? Did I do it wrong? Oh, great, we don't get a lot of responses. I think because Mr. Graves only puts a sign up in the window. He doesn't want to advertise anywhere. Good thing I came in then, huh? You're right. I smile at his brow, but his eyes creep to the back of the cafe like he's looking for an escape. Okay, you can take a seat, I'll go get the owner. He'll be able to tell you a little more about what he's looking for. You got it. Oh, and what's your name? Avery! Cool. Avery, cool. I'm Landry, nice to meet you. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, bye. He bounds up the stairs and disappears. I begin to sit in the little cafe table, but freeze halfway as I hear a faint exclamation of dismay. It's followed by a thundering footsteps, then by Landry's return. Avery, I'm so sorry. What? I didn't offer you any coffee. Would you like some? Oh, don't scare me like that. Sure. You got it. He vanishes into the back again, and reappears carefully balancing a stout white mug atop a black saucer in one hand and a tiny creamer in the other. Gently, he sets the mug and the creamer before me. I forgot to ask how I take coffee, so I brought you some milk and a lot of sugar. The sugar on the table if you like it. Oh, thank you. So I have a little story, so... Like, a really tiny story. So I don't drink coffee, like, ever, because I think it's just, like, watered down grossness. Maybe because I don't make the coffee. I'm like, my mom makes the coffee for me and for her and my dad. And I just drink whatever's, or try to drink whatever's left. I think it's because they make it too weak, or it's just too gross. So, I'm gonna experiment this weekend to see what kind of coffee I can drink. I'm gonna train myself. I want to be an adult! I'm gonna be an adult someday, I swear. Okay, I'll check with Graves this time. I mean it. You do that. Landry bounced to the back room and is again out of sight. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then directly at me with a wide-eyed, worried look. Meh. I give it an awkward smile and nod before I realize I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. I dump most of the milk and 3 sugar packs into the coffee before I can get to the consistency I like. I pour what should be a splash of extra milk, but half the creamer worth spills in and almost overflows. My cat, he's so worried. This cat's looking at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee. That's stupid! When Landry finally returns, he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. Oh, hello. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists to sell tombs, not books. Or tomes. Is it tombs or tomes? Or maybe he likes to sell crystals and balance your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of the cafes look like. I've never seen. His eyes are 2 different colors, holy crap! I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is sucked into the icy blue one. Is he wearing a contact to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture. A pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold. And by some degree, very gradually. I made up my mind to take to life an old man and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me? The telltale hearts were looking at my eye. Not hearts, heart. Kids, didn't you read that in high school? I should read that. I'm gonna read that. Is that a thing? I think it is. It should be. I don't know, I'm making it up. I don't know. I think I've heard it before. Well, yeah, but... It is heterochromia. It's more common in cats than human. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. He saved your ass, Avery! Don't you judge him now! Oh, cool, I didn't know that. I might as well humor him a bit. If this guy's gonna sign my paychecks, he can rattle on as many weird cat facts as he wants. Graves, would you mind telling Avery a bit about the place? I think it'd be good if you talk about what we do here. Graves looks like the notion is causing him physical pain. I'm not too keen on this idea either, Chief. You didn't do that already. Don't you think it sounds better coming from the owner? You're going to be doing an interview anyway. Good point. Landry, this cafe would collapse into a without you around to keep me on track. Ha! Alright, Avery, I didn't prepare a speech, so you have to forgive me. I'm a little surprised to hear that, but did that cat in the background just move, or is it my eyes just playing tricks on me? I'm a little surprised to hear that, but I guess they aren't any Poe stories that he can quote for the situation. I like to take care of strays. I like coffee. I like good desserts. I like a beautiful room. I wanted a place where I could have all those at once. That's how a cat's paw was born. The cats here are from the neighborhood. Usually they want to come here so I don't have to convince them to come in. Forever home. Pithy. Hate that term. But the cats who want to be adopted are listed on the wall over there. I'm a good matchmaker for people and cats. I can tell who's a good fit for the cat's personality. If they meet my standards, they've got a new family member. It's good you help them find homes like that. Well, if I had the room, I'd just keep them all. He totally means it, doesn't he? Cool, I could be interviewed by a cat hoarder. I don't know, it's probably better that way, right? Who knows? Follow me, we'll talk on the 2nd floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. So much for the introduction to the cafe, I guess. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really do need a job. We make our way up to the second floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by two amazing-looking cakes on display in the case. I wonder if I can get one slice on my way out. Graves leans over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to the people below. Or the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee, please? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody around here besides him and Landry. I already had a cup. Is this going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee! Especially when Hayes is the one making it. I don't think I meant Hayes. You may have. You might not know it yet. Graves folds himself into the slender chair at the corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come, sit down, let's talk. Tell me about your life story. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with a sort of grim pomp. It's like he's sitting in a skull throne and Raven's going to land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll a die with a lot of sides. But he's a nerd. I take a seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blonde man standing at the balcony entrance. Ah! Ah! I jump a little. When did he get there? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves is like the type to hire ghosts. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets two mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes, but you should give Avery the other mug. He sounds like he's reminding a child to say thank you. Of course. Oh, my voice. Hayes glances up at me. Our eyes meet for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. He pushes the cup towards me without looking back. Thank you. Graves' ring clanks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what to do without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today. Quiet and a little hoarse. If that's all, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. He slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived. I've been reading for way too long. That kid would make a great ninja. I look down at the coffee to see a sleepy cat face staring up at me from the foam. I've never seen latte art on the internet before. Did Hayes really do this? I take a sip. It's not bad if you like coffee, I guess, but it could really use some sugar. There are packets on the table, but I can't bring myself to ruin the foam cat. And now we can get going. Let's interview. I'll even start you off easy. What's your favorite breed of cat? Those cats with little stumpy tails, because that's what Reese is. Do you know any other languages? How about ciphers? I speak the language of dance! What marine animal would you say represents you? Alright, so... Haru, Makoto, Rin, Nagisa, or... What was his name? What was his name? Oh no, what was his name? Oh. What was the one with the glasses name? From Free. Oh no, I almost finished it too. I like Makoto. How did I forget his name? Does it start with an R? I don't even know. Oh, this is gonna bug me. What genre of music would you say describes your work ethic? Punk, I'm not dead. Just resting. Rate me as an interviewer. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Dude, you're a 10. Dracula or Teenage Wolves? Team Jacob! Just kidding with that last one. Interesting, good. I like interesting people. He leans forward, praising me with his terrible smirk on his face. He's like the cat who ate the canary. Canary? What the fuck is a canary? Maybe I don't want to be interesting by his standards, but it feels like kind of flattering nonetheless. Thank you. You start tomorrow. Wow, great, thanks! Don't run off yet, I have paperwork for you. Oh, yeah, of course. Grace pushes away from the table, coffee cup in hand. He nods my saucer, even though I'm not quite finished, and slinks down the stairs. He returns as if he never left. Trading the empty coffee cup for a small stack of papers and a pen, he places them in front of me. So what will my job be? We'll see. Did he hire me with no position in mind? Is that how this guy usually works? I feel like I'm in a daze. Too much information, too much coffee. I take the papers and skim them, signing pretty much anywhere I can see a next in the line. What's it for? Why is there so much? Probably taxes and stuff, I don't know. But who cares? I've got a job! I push papers back towards Graves and he eagerly scoots them off the table. Perfect, we open at 11, be here at 8. We'll have you help with the morning prep. Jeez. My displeasure must be pretty apparent because his mouth cracks into another smirk. You can work later on that You can work a later shift after training. You won't have to deal with those cursed morning for too long. Jeez, I can't read. Okay, that's fine. And now go, I have a lot of work to do before tomorrow. You need to get to work fixing that sleep schedule of yours. Okay. He seems lost in his own world now, poring over the paperwork I just filled out. I guess there's all sort of tax stuff you have to deal with hiring people. Why would he do it so casually? Well, whatever, not my problem. I head down the stairs. Landry's back. He looks comfortable, waiting at the foot of the balcony. He perks up when he sees me. So, I'll see you tomorrow, coworker. Oh, congratulations. You can meet everybody else tomorrow morning. I'll make sure they're all ready for meeting you when you get in. She's like, can't read. Ah, help! And people work here. Well, there's me, Graves, of course. You met Hayes, Finley, Mason, and Reese. And that's it. That shouldn't take too long to get to know them. Okay, great. I'll see you tomorrow then. Great, see ya. Gonna save right here for a reason. Save right there. Okay, I'll wait. Okay. Woohoo! I'm gonna live it up a little. I'm gonna paint this town red. I finally have a job. The introduction. Which we're gonna skip because you saw that at the beginning of the video. And since my voice is dying, I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode. See you later.